acting in the most peculiar way. And the stars look very different today. For here am I sitting in a tin can, far above the world. Planet Earth is blue and there's nothing I can do. Though I'm past 100,000 miles, I'm feeling very scared. And I think my spaceship knows which way to go. Tell my wife I love her very much. She knows. Ground control to Major Tom, your circuit's dead. There's something wrong. Can you hear me, Major Tom? Can you hear me, Major Tom? Can you hear me, Major Tom? Can you hear? Am I floating on my tin can? Planet Earth is blue, and there's nothing I can do.
Hey, GM everyone. We're 10 minutes in. Looks like the song ended right at the right moment, which is cool. Yeah, it's going to be a short meeting this week. No proposals to vote on or anything like that. We're all pretty heads down at the moment with a lot of stuff going on. I know that maybe something that that we need to announce here, and something that maybe a lot of you tuned into to hear today, was the astronaut or executive lead election debate. Basically, because of all the things that are going on right now that I just mentioned and more, it looks like we are going to have to delay that one more week. So all the candidates, including myself, have been notified. Clearly, I've been notified. Yeah, we'll be proceeding with that next week. Yeah, a lot going on right now, and we can't have Pablo here today to host it either. He's at Ascend, representing MoonDAO in his capacities there. I think he's actually even doing a presentation there today. So yeah, I'm going to post the agenda here. Give me one sec. So bring this up. So yeah, the first thing was that elections announcement. If anyone wants to add any more questions, that will remain open. So if anyone has any questions they'd like to ask the potential candidates, just add them, and we can vote to see which ones we actually ask. The Q2 rewards update. So, oh yes, thank you, Ryan, for posting the Pablo's talk here today. So yeah, you can see Ryan's posted in the chat info. I'm not going to say infographic, but a promotional ad for Pablo's chat. Yeah, but next here is also a brief announcement about the Q2 rewards as well. So the ETH payments have been executed. Everyone should have already received those payments. If you don't see them in your wallet, I believe, like if you look on Etherscan, you may not see it right away. And that's because sometimes with these transactions, they end up showing up under internal transactions. So if you're there and you're not seeing it, look for a little tab that says internal transactions or something to that effect. I'm pretty sure that's what it says, but it will be there. You can find it. So yeah, congratulations again, everyone, on that. We are so currently I need Pablo to whitelist the delegation safes. But once we have that done, then I will be queuing up the MOONEY payouts as well. So hopefully over this weekend, I'll be able to do all that. It's just kind of a bit of paperwork, but yeah, it can all be wrapped up here shortly, and then everyone will have their MOONEY from the quarterly cycle as well. And yeah, that's it for the announcements. We can head straight into the roundtable. And I'll invite Dr. Eiman up here to give us the latest updates on the second astronaut support.
Hello, how's everyone doing? We are excited. You know, we have our crew now. We are the next New Shepard launch. That's pretty wild. Hopefully the date will be announced soon, but I can tell everyone we will be flying shortly. So, you know, I don't think we're gonna have to wait another year or two to fly. I think it's gonna happen pretty soon. In the meantime, we have continued to do what we are doing. I would say from a media standpoint, on Sunday, we had 3 pieces on the local news network. We have reached out to some other people to set up interviews, podcasts, things like that. I have another local TV show where I'm going to be on live on Thursday from 1 to 2. It's like locals on News Channel 2 here. So I got that going on Thursday. We've reached out to a number of people that things are just kind of waiting to be scheduled. Beyond that, we've done some other things. We have been working on items for the payload for when we go to space, which includes stickers, patches, badges, zero-G indicator. And so basically we have pretty much all that stuff, or if we don't have it yet, we should have it by the next week or two. We have also started putting t-shirts out there on Amazon at cost with the MoonDAO logo on the front and the Ticket to Space or the Eiman Jahangir specific patch on Amazon. If anyone is interested in getting a link to that, please let us know. We haven't shared it yet with the larger group, but if you are interested in buying the t-shirt, they're about $19. If you're in the States with free shipping, I don't know what the cost would be externally out of the United States. We've also proceeded and figured out what we're going to do to kind of appreciate Jan, who was the first person who won this seat but was unable to fly. So we've taken care of that with pictures of his family and his daughter. Other stuff, we are starting to very seriously plan what an off-site viewing will be like. As you all know, the number of tickets to do on-site viewing is limited. So, you know, we are hoping that some MoonDAO members, community members will come. We have some money to support people, you know, up to a certain limit if they want to come down when the announcement's made. Of note, this will be done very kind of quickly. So typically, you know, I would expect Blue Origin to announce the flight about 3 to 7 days before the flight. So you have to be able to kind of pivot your schedule and come down because it could be on a weekday or a weekend. We don't know yet. But we are planning on, you know, so if you're interested, you should fill out that Google form so that we can basically get everyone's name who's interested, and then once we know the launch date and it's been announced, we will reach out to everyone and see who really wants to come, and that will help us figure out, kind of suggest what hotels to stay at, plan meals with the group, figure out how we're going to carpool or caravan down to the highway viewing area to view the rocket launch offsite, and then kind of celebrate afterwards. So there's a lot of planning going on that. I would just really like everyone who's truly interested in coming to go on and fill out that Google sheet. Ryan, maybe we can share the link in this town hall under the messages. And then I think that's it. Am I missing anything? I think Brian or Andrew.
No, a lot of stuff in the works, a lot of little things.
A lot of little things.
Yeah.
I feel like we're communicating, like all day, every day at this point, trying to make sure we have everything.
First thing in the morning to late at night, but definitely. I shared
Step
the
away for-
shared the links to the shirts and the interest forms. So if people want to sign up there, that would be great. I mean, what's going through your head, Eiman? I mean,
oh man, I am pumped. I was excited to meet my crew. I think it's going to be a great group of people. We got a lot of firsts kind of happening in the space world. I was excited today because there's an app I use called Supercluster, which you can watch. It tells you when there are launches, where the ISS is, things like that. And actually, I am on the app now as a astronaut or a future astronaut. So there's a picture of me and a little bio. So if you download that app, you can search me under astronauts and it shows up. So it's getting real. It's happening.
Yeah, it's crazy. You had some good,
That's so cool.
good like podcast interviews and stuff too. We've shared some of it, but yeah, we'll have to put out that comprehensive list here.
I think once the announcement goes out, which will hopefully be soon, I'll put out a list of everything we've done that's available to date through a LinkedIn post. And that way, anyone who wants to learn about, what we're doing and kind of the journey so far can do that. And then maybe, obviously, afterwards, we're gonna get together and do some talks, right? So definitely gonna chat with this group first and foremost.
Exciting stuff.
I listened into the one with Copernic Space while I was just like out walking to go get groceries, and I'm pretty sure people must have thought I was crazy. I was like grinning ear to ear like an insane person, and like I couldn't, like I was visibly excited, like very excited. I couldn't. It was hard to contain.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty great. I'm super excited.
Yeah, we just need a date. We just need a date,
Yeah, the I-24 interview you did with Carlos last week was also really good too. People want to check
that one was fun. Yeah, and we actually had Carson Kitchen, one of my crewmates, pop up and surprise everyone. So that was a nice surprise.
Yeah, that was cool. Excited for her too. You got a really cool crew.
Yeah, it's awesome. And thanks to MoonDAO, man. Thanks to this community.
Cool. Well, if we have no other updates there, I can do a quick little update on the summer internship program. Although, again, not much has changed from last week. I mentioned that we had like one candidate. And I know Agent Bear, you reached out to me as well about this. I just want to be clear that it's not, because the way I phrased it last week, I think I made it sound like there was only one good candidate, and that was not the case at all. There was plenty of people with like great backgrounds and experience. I think part of the issue here is just kind of us finding the time. The idea was that this intern would work very closely with the executive branch, and we have just all been in the mix with the elections and this launch and everything going on, and the end of the quarter transition. It was basically very tough to manage that schedule. So we're still going to hold out and see with this candidate maybe later month, like in the middle of August, when their availability opens up a bit. If there's some way we might work with them, but if not, then I think this project may end up just being closed. I think some of the risks that we had outlined are being realized, and we weren't as capable of handling them as we expected we might be. Yeah.
Can you come sit?
So that's
It's a little weird. You're like making like. Oh, sorry guys. I think I'm not muted.
no. That's fine. But yeah, so I just wanted to give that update. If it doesn't, if this doesn't end up being a successful project, it's fine. It'll just be removed from the reward cycle. But I do think it's something that we should definitely try again next year. I think that part of the problem here as well was that we were just late on the draw. I think a lot of internship programs are already opened and hired for before we even got our start with ours. And so yeah, I would like to see us try again next year, but just get a much earlier head start on that. And I think we could do something much truer to what the intent of this proposal was. Let me bring back here. So the other roundtable thing is for Pablo. He's not here today, but there really isn't much. I know there isn't much right now to update on for the MOONEY distribution as well. Nothing has changed on that front since last week here, which basically just means now it's open floor. So I don't know if Mon or Brian, if you guys have anything you guys want to announce, any extra stuff beyond the launch, or
It's
anyone
not
in the
in.
audience as well.
I'm open for any questions or any thoughts. Please. I'm here. So
That'd be cool. People have questions for Eiman. One thing I'll just update on real quick about citizens and teams, although it's not like an active project, still kind of ongoing from last quarter. We'll probably obviously submit another proposal here in the near future, but we are finally starting to get people through the door. So that's really exciting. We're getting our first citizens in and our first teams. So I keep an eye out for that. We're still working on things there. Obviously it's a work in progress and something that we're going to continue building on.
Yeah, it's exciting seeing people finally coming in. It's all paying off.
I got my
Yeah.
my profile picture here from the AI thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna update mine too. Right now, my profile picture, if anyone sees it, it doesn't don't think that's what I look like. It doesn't really look like me. But I have one that looks like me. I'm gonna work with Colin and see if I can replace it. But yeah, it is cool seeing everyone's pictures. I'm gonna update mine here in Discord too once I get the one I want.
So yeah, we'll have to make it a trend.
Mm-hmm.
I went and went through the process too this morning, and it did take a couple. Nope, but it was fun to do to go through the AI.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have some improvements to it too, to the image generator. I'd like to see us be able to do more than just the pictures, but that's all future work still. Jackson's saying, do you know when the teams will be public on the website? I'm actually not sure. Ryan, do you have closer idea on that?
Well, not a specific timeline. We're just doing like a private rollout right now as we get people like some people into the system, work out any bugs, and we'll reassess at a later time whenever it's going to get merged into the main website, basically.
Yeah, there'll be a another version of this proposal, a next iteration of it. That'll be, I imagine, like, well, hopefully going up next week, but if not, the week after. Pablo will be writing it, so I don't want to like say for sure that's when it, but I'm expecting it'll be here in the next couple weeks.
Yeah, probably later this month, just with everything we've got on our plate, but we'll see.
We'll see. Well, I wish I had some more like pressing questions. I feel like I get to see all the answers though, being behind the scenes with you guys and the second astronaut support project. I step away and I come back and there's like 17 messages.
I mean, it is kind of stream of thought, so
Yeah.
yeah, like, oh, we need to do this because there's just so much to do and so many things
Yeah.
to think about. Yeah.
Iman,
Well,
what are
I
you
have all
most
my
excited about? Are you looking forward to overview
I
effect,
mean,
zero rocket
yeah, I
launch?
think I am. The zero G is going to be cool. I'm actually, I think, most excited about the rocket launch because I've like thought about that the most. But I will definitely be looking at that window and glued to it. I think, and just, I mean, because that's the thing you can't get right on Earth.
Yeah.
You can get the rest. You can do some sort of zero G. You can do high G stuff. But to be up that high and be like, holy smokes, like I'm in space. I think that's going to be wild. I'm also excited just to get down and train with my crew and like get to know them and just like have a couple of days, just hang out in the desert. I mean, that's going to be an interesting experience too. The whole process.
Perfect time for a launch too, with the middle of August, or in August maybe. I guess it should. But yeah,
I mean, we're
excited to
assuming it's going to be soon, yeah, because they normally don't announce the cruise. It's normally a month or two before the flight, right? So hopefully it'll be August or September. But yeah, we are
sort out the
waiting.
desert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a question. If Blue Origin has a banjo there, I think they'd I don't know if they would or not. Maybe they would though. I'm sure there's musicians at Blue Origin. Would you, if they have one, would you give us a little, I don't know,
I would
serenade?
I would love to, Mitchie, and this is gonna sound like a cop out, but I'm left-handed, and so it totally screws up my ability to play any instrument that anyone else has. So, I play electric bass and banjo, but it's got to be left-handed, and I'm not gonna be, lugging my banjo or
No.
my bass down there,
No.
unfortunately. I think that'd be one way to drive the crew crazy. Hey, Iman showed up with a banjo, and they'd be like, "Don't put that guy on the rocket."
I would love it. I love banjo. And
Oh yeah, it's a cool
I'll be
instrument. I agree.
I'll be bringing my harmonica,
Oh, that's awesome.
which I can lug with me.
Yeah.
So, but, well, maybe I'll keep my fingers crossed that there's a left-handed banjo player at Blue Origin.
See, now I'm gonna have to warm up some. I'm gonna have to practice the next few weeks. Get ready for you.
Yeah. Well, I'm definitely an amateur. I don't do a lot of jam sessions. I usually only play for my own interests and amusement.
That is the way I play too. That's also why I switched to the bass, because I figured it'd be easier to play with other people. The banjo's a little tough. I think you have to be really good to play with other people. I mean, I can play songs, but not jamming.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Well, I think we're at the half-hour mark. I don't see any other questions or any raised hands, so I think we can probably just wrap it up here. But yeah, before we go, I just want to remind everyone, tune in next week for the debate. Well, calling it a debate, really it's more of like a group interview. But yeah, tune in for that, and I hope everyone has a great week and a great weekend.
Take care.
Well, see you guys.
Later.
Welcome to MoonDAO, a revolutionary governance model and mission-oriented community that's reshaping collaboration in the space industry. Our mission is to create a self-sustaining, self-governing settlement on the Moon to act as a launch point into the cosmos. MoonDAO is governed like a nation, with its own economy, constitution, voting system, treasury, elections, and senate. But internet native, and so without the limitations of geography. In 2022, we sent our first member to space, showcasing our model's capacity for real-world impact. Now, we're implementing key solutions for global collaboration in the space industry. We offer a borderless, permissionless platform that enables everyday people to participate in the future of space development and exploration. Be part of our lunar legacy and join the MoonDAO movement today.